from R2 Gaming though. At least they have the higher advantage in leading the game. As in for now, we can't tell. I don't know. I feel like CMS needs to secure the early game in order to execute their plans to win the game, as late game might be an issue if Lycan and Odie gets the farm that they need. Meanwhile, don't forget about the Brewmaster and the Sand King that's gonna get bring space for them. All right, so really balanced in terms of bounty runes. Both teams get their bounty runes that they need. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. It has begun. R2 versus CMS. First blood goes to R2 for that smoke gang early on Rubik. So we shall see. The ward setups are pretty decent, regular, nothing extraordinary here. So like I said, the only way the OD can shut down the Viper is with the orbs, the way he plays it well when it comes to denies and whatnot. So meanwhile, let's just check out at top, and we can see that most probably Sand King suspects that there might be a ward up at the top there. But can definitely tell that the Tidehunter is just chilling. He didn't place a ward at all. Lycan really needs to play this well, as if basically the Gyrocopter catches the farm, he can do amazing, like loads of damage. And for them to go against the Gyrocopter might be a little bit of an issue, but I believe that they'll be fine. So it's really neck to neck. It really depends on how well they play together. So I'm excited. I'm sure you guys should be excited as well. Meanwhile, I'm just going to do something different here, as the game is paused and there's not much happening. Oh, it's all right. The game is going to continue. Brewmaster is back. So it seems that everyone's agreed to go. It is showtime. It is definitely showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, 3, 2, 1. The game begins now. Now, the Night Stalker and the Brewmaster needs to play this really well. Jakiro, on the other hand, has suspected that the ward is there, and oh, well, there's nothing much that they can do, but here comes the combo from R2 Gaming to catch on the Tidehunter. Oh, really close there, but it's okay. The solve comes in. He'll be alive. He'll survive that. Meanwhile, at mid, Viper and Rubik is just trying to assist the Viper in getting getting the gank here, but sadly not much has been executed. But looking at the way things are, I think the Viper should be fine. He just needs to get his last hits and denies on point in order to win the lane. I don't know, I personally think that the Gyrocopter can try to get an early kill on the Brewmaster if the Night Stalker gets at least level 3, most probably. Meanwhile, let's just see what the Night Stalker has in plan. Just gonna pull the creeps here and nothing much. But I was expecting maybe an Orb of Venom, but it's okay. Maybe that's just an old outdated build, as I'm pretty much outdated in the scene as well. All right, as you can see right now, R2, Jakiro, and the Sand King just getting themselves in the position catch the Tidehunter, as the ward is right there. Sadly, CMS has no actual proper wards that can catch R2's rotations, but it is alright, as I think that they have the skills necessary to push further. Sorry, my mistake. There's a technical issue. Burst strike comes in from the Sand King. Jakiro. Oh, that's a bit of a technical difficulty. That's a really bad timing. I would say tactical pause, but no, I'm just joking. Really, I'm not sure. I think that the Viper might be dead to be continued. Okay, now we're back. Just kidding. Just tried to do a little joke there, but I don't think the Viper might survive this. Even if the Rubik comes in with the TP, there's nothing much he can do. Meanwhile, the Gyrocopter is just playing safe. There's really not much that he can do here. He needs a Night Stalker, but meanwhile, Viper, yep, he's definitely going to go down. Easy first, sorry, not first blood, my bad, my mistake. But easy kill goes to the OD thanks to the Sand King and the Jakiro. Good rotation there, leaving the Lycan there. I think Lycan should be fine. Can definitely tell that Lycan might just have a little bit of issues, you know, with Tidehunter's third skill, you know, the Anchor Smash can definitely do some a bit of attack reduction that will prevent the Lycan from getting the last hits properly. But with the Rubik around, I think he can probably help the Tidehunter and get a bit of gank, to kill the Lycan most probably, or at least get the Jakiro if possible. Depends on how well they execute this. Can definitely tell this Viper is really down on the net worth here. As you can tell that R2 Black Gustav with the OD is definitely having the highest net worth and the highest last hits. Last hits and denies. My mistake there. Oh, the kill comes in from the... I missed that. I really missed that. My mistake. But yeah, the kill goes to the Night Stalker. Like I said earlier, if the Gyrocopter wants to do well in this lane, he has to catch on the Brewmaster, and that's what exactly has happened. But I apologize for not catching that, as I was trying to find the button for the last hits, but my mistake. Definitely tell that I'm still new to this, but it's alright. Oh, the Jakiro goes down by the Sand King. Station coming from the Sand King and the Brewmaster, but it is okay. Well played to R2 for being able to catch the Gyrocopter there. It's a really sad loss there because it's the carry is the core. So even a death can just do so much in the net worth and the gold per minute. Basically everything is affected. Meanwhile at top is just gonna find out what's going on with the Lycan. Lycan is just doing absolutely fine here, just getting the last hits and whatnot. And you can see that the rotation is coming in from the Sand King. He's just trying to catch the Viper again, trying to give the advantage to the OD. As you can tell that OD is just really just winning the lane right now. Nothing much you can do. Alright, now, oh, the orb comes in, the combo, Jakiro and the burst strike coming in from the Sand King and the Jakiro. Oh, this is really bad for Viper. Another kill just goes in for Sand King, but basically it's on OD's favor. There's really nothing, that TMS can do about it, because the rotations, like even if Rubik can come in, there's nothing much he can do. It's a really good combo for Jakiro and Sand King to be able to get that kill actually. Huge advantage for R2. Meanwhile, here, the Brewmaster might be thinking of going towards the Gyrocopter as the Sand King with the Bardock Strike comes in. And the spree is coming from the Jakiro. Oh, the Night Stalker comes in to help with the Rubik. Rubik helping out, and Night Stalker goes down. Sorry, my mistake. Jakiro goes down. Oh, wow. How could I even mistake Jakiro and Night Stalker? They don't even look the same. Like, I mean, look at Night Stalker. He's a bear. I mean, he's a creature, and Jakiro is basically a two-headed dragon. How could I even get that mixed up? I know. What is this caster, right? All right, so right now Well, mid is pretty much self-explanatory, but this is just sad. As you can tell, really, really bad. Oh, Night Stalker and the Rubik might be able to catch the Sanking here, but nope. Sanking will be able to run away. Save his ass. Thick face. Yeah, his face is definitely thick. Like, to be able to just initiate with no shame. No shame at all. Like, the borrow strikes were just so far on point on thick face. So really well played there. The ping comes in. Rubik can definitely tell that that trouble's coming in. Oh, you see, like I said, if the early game, if the moment CMS loses the early game, the game is just pretty much self-explanatory, as R2 has the potential to win the game. Oh, really close freeze there by the Jakiro, but I think he might just go down from the Lycan. The Viper comes in to ulti on the Jakiro, but the Jakiro will TP away to safety. There's nothing much the Viper can do about it, as there's no disables. But oh, the Rubik goes down from the Lycan. The Lycan will be able to run away thanks to the barrel strike from Sanking. Really, really close call there. Whew. Man, I have to say that was really well played from R2. CMS really needs to think of something here. They just need to play really safely, but well, there's nothing they can do about the rotations from R2. It's just really well executed. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get the Fog of War back for both of the teams. My mistake, as my key bindings are really out, but that's just my technical difficulties. I hope you guys can be patient with me. As you can tell that I kind of messed up a little bit, but it is okay. I'm just gonna go through the settings. Please give me 1 second. I just need to fix a few problems here. Technical difficulties, my mistake.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
All right, there we go, and we're back. So now we have the Fog of War for both teams. My mistake. I will not let that mistake happen again. So back to the game. All right, now we can see the item build coming. So obviously the Rod of Atos will go for the OD, as that's the recommended and the most normal build for an OD to go for. Highest net worth right now going to Lycan. The Gyrocopter not doing very well in the safe lane, but there's so much that he can do. But he gets the kill on the Brewmaster though, so that's good. That's definitely good for Gyrocopter right there. Actually, it's really good play from the Night Stalker. Oh, meanwhile at mid, might be in trouble here. The Rubik is definitely trying his best to stall some time, but the pushing power from R2 Gaming is just unstoppable right now, as the Lycan is there to help him out. The OD and the Sanking and Jakiro, all four of them are just there. Whichever heroes that come to disturb this pushing power right now is just gonna get trampled over and killed instantly. And now we can see the OD, forced up himself, orbs the Rubik, but there's nothing much the Night Stalker can do. He just silences, and the Viper is just going to attack on the Sand King with the ulti. Jakiro comes in with the freeze, but Rubik goes down. Oh dear, this is really, really messy. The OD goes down as well. This is just both of the core heroes here. Jakiro trying to run away from the Night Stalker, but he got juked a little bit. But Jakiro will definitely go down. Well played, really well played by CMS. The Viper gets the double kill, but in a trade for the mid tower, tier 2 especially at 11 minutes, it's a little bit uneven, I would say, but it's something for them to at least keep the momentum going. Let's just hope that CMS can definitely make a comeback from this team fight, I would say. Brewmaster just has to take in all the missiles that's coming from the Gyrocopter, as he's just going to bully him. But OD right now is trying to catch someone. He sees the Rubik, but the Rubik, not being able to run away from that. And like an ulti coming in. That Rubik's definitely not going to survive this. I feel sorry for the Rubik. The Rubik just wanted to come and help, but there it is. They're just going to jump on the Gyrocopter. The Gyrocopter might be dead. The Night Stalker has no mana to do anything. He's just going to run back. But with the Brewmaster ulti, he might just be able to stun. Oh no, out of range. Really close there. Actually, he could have stunned the Night Stalker and they could have got the kill as well. But they're just gonna get all the towers right now, as they know that they have the upper hand. Tier 1 towers for CMS, all of it is gone. And as you can tell, the difference in net worth right now, R2 is definitely in favor. So the game is pretty much self-explanatory right now. It's gonna take a miracle for CMS to make a comeback. They just need to win at least the one team fight, and they can just make a pushing power to the tier 1s. But oh no, the Rubik is definitely gonna go down. The Night Stalker can't do much. He's gonna run away, and the Tide Hunter comes in, but he's orbed by the OD. But is he gonna try to ulti? Oh, but his ulti is on cooldown, 30 seconds. But oh, the Gyrocopter with the ulti, it's not much. There's nothing much you can do with that. Meanwhile, the Night Stalker tries to catch on the Jakiro, and while the Gyro's trying to catch on the Brewmaster, and the Jakiro goes down. There's nothing much here he can do. Really nothing much. But the Gyrocopter is definitely going to get the kill on the Brewmaster. Really well played there. Still though, it's not really a complete team fight that is on CMS favor. Although they did lose their tier 2 bottom tower, just to get two hero kills from it, it's not really worth it, I would say. As right now, you can definitely tell that R2 has 7k net worth up in 7k advantage. I apologize.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
As you can see, the Lycan's going for the push build, and that is having the Necronomicon. And basically what does that do? It basically spawns up 2 units, one range, one melee, and basically the range unit having same capabilities of a gem to catch out any wards, sentries, you name it. So that's a very common build for Lycan, as it's very important for him to push alongside with his wolves and having the dominated with the siege creep. Meanwhile at mid, oh, the Viper is going to catch on the Sand King. There's nothing much the Sand King can do about it because of the silence from Night Stalker. Well played. Really well played. I nearly missed that. Thank God I caught that in time. So right now, as you can see, the TMS is just quietly taking one pick at a time so that they can catch the momentum back. Hopefully they can do this more often, and from there they can at least push and get their net worth back up in balance. But we have to see now the smoke coming in from CMS. They need to find a way. They need to catch someone. But the Lycan is just right there with the Jakiro. They just know. They're aware of what's going on with the wards. You can see TMS with the wards. Just defensive wards, basically basic defensive wards. But you can see R2 Gaming has everything here. Oh, the Viper. Oh no. The Brewmaster goes down to the Gyrocopter. I did not see that. I'm really sorry. But you can definitely see that this is what I meant by CMS. They just need to get one pick at a time. And the Sand King might just go down. The silent comes in from the Night Stalker. What can they do? The Viper might just want to cast an ulti, but the missiles coming in from Gyrocopter. Yep, and the smoke. Sorry, my bad. Dust, not smoke. Dust and smoke is 2 different things. Remember, guys. Please remember, dust and smoke is 2 different things. Alright. So this is what CMS needs, basically. They just need the pickoffs, team fights up to their advantage. And then from there, they can definitely, hopefully, get the comeback that they need to win the game. You can see right now, with the Tide Hunter having his blink, he can do the plays with the Ravage. So they just need to play it safe. Just hopefully defend off and try not to get themselves killed. Meanwhile, the OD... Oh, he didn't... Sorry, my mistake. He did not go for the Road of Athos. Instead, he went for the Hurricane Pike. So, that's pretty good. Meanwhile, Night Stalker, common build, having the Urn of Shadows, and he can see that he prioritizes the Void and the Crippling Fear only, not having the third skill unless you're going for a core. Then usually they will go for Sanjay Yasha and everything. So right now you can as you can tell, Jakiro and the Lycan are trying to push top. They just need to get the towers and they just want to end the game fast. As they have the upper advantage right now. Lycan having the highest net worth, level 13, and he has his Necronomicon. He's pretty fat right now, so... Oh, the stun comes in. Oh, the Ravage. Beautiful Ravage. The Gyrocopter ulti comes in. This combo from CMS is too insane right now. There's nothing much that they can do. The OD is just hitting Tidehunter away. That is too much damage. The Tidehunter goes down. It's a disaster. Oh, the Gyrocopter meanwhile can't do anything about it. Oh, tactical pause, tactical pause. There seems to be a technical difficulty right there, but I think that the Gyrocopter is going to go down. The Viper not going to be able to do much from there because, as you can tell, that probably he's just going to hit the OD a few times, but the OD will be able to give the damage required to shut down the Viper. He can just orb him and just hit the Gyrocopter to death. So yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. Bam. And he's just dead. Rubik goes down. The damage is too high. It's too much. There's nothing CMS can do about this as they are all together. Triple kill goes to OD. And oh, look at that. Look at the speed of how their top tier, their top barracks are just going down. It's insane to see this amount of, oh my god. This is just brutal, savage. Not wrecked yet, but it's close to that. So they're definitely going to get a shrine as they get the chance. They're just sticking to objectives. You can see R2 just executing the team fights. They get what they need. They stick to the objective. They go back. They get the shrine and they continue farming. So simple as that. R2 is just being R2. They just know what they're doing. So oh, okay. No, Sand King denied the bottom tower. I think R2 doesn't mind it as as they know that they already got the top barracks. So it's really, oh, I really pity CMS right now. They really have so much to do if they really want to make a comeback from this. The Viper not even being able to finish his build. It's really sad because he was really trying to go for his Manta style, but at this point of time, seeing the way the fights are going on, they know that the Roshan is going on, but there's nothing they can do about it. So the Roshan most probably, Lycan will take it. So the Aegis of Immortality goes to Lycan. As expected, right now they have all the power to push mid right now. Okay, right now the blink comes in, they catch one hero, the Viper. The Viper can't do anything from that. Really sad. The Barrel Strike catches the Night Stalker by not being able to do much. The missile stops him. The Brewmaster jumps in. Oh, Asura just trying his best, but Gyrocopter manages to get the kill on him. A little bit too front forward, I would say. The Brewmaster should have just played it a little bit safer, but it is okay. 1-for-1 trade-off. Viper for Brewmaster. They just have to play this smart. They know that they have the Gyrocopter ulti is up, is on cooldown now, so they have 30 seconds, but they just decided to go for the shrine first, which is pretty ideal. It's pretty wise. So we can definitely tell how they're executing their objectives well. They prioritize what's safe and what's wise to do first, because they know that if they went for the push in mid, there's not much he can do from there actually. But not bad. The Blink Dagger and the Hurricane Pike, it just shows how mobile this OD can be and how much, especially with the damage that he has now, it's really hard for CMS to do anything about it, basically. The only thing that the Gyrocopter has is basically a Sanjay Yasha, and he's just trying to finish up his BKB. So you can see that they have no buybacks at all. So this is definitely really hard for CMS to make a comeback if in case it's a team wipe. So if it's a team wipe, it's GG. That's what I'm predicting, but we will see. What maybe they might do some extraordinary plays here, we do not know. Let's just hope for the best now, shall we? You can see that even the Sand King is just basically R2. All of them are just ready. They're just ready. They know how they're going to execute this, and you can see the Brewmaster is going to blink in. Oh, not going to do much, but as I expected there. Basically, he just has to jump in, get the Thunderclap, and get the connection from Sanking and the Jakiro, and that's it. That's about it. And by then, most probably the Tidehunter will jump in and give the Ravage that he needs to help CMS. Oh, the ulti comes in from Brewmaster to catch the Rubik, but the Rubik stole basically the Sandstorm from Sanking. So that's pretty cute. It's pretty funny. But all right, back to the push right now. They know that the Lycan's just being annoying, but there's nothing they can do. The Viper is just hitting him away, but he doesn't mind it as he has the Aegis. Oh, beautiful combo right there. The ulti comes in from both the Gyro and the Ravage from Tidehunter. There's nothing much they can do about this, really. The Gyro goes down from the OD, and OD just too much. There's too much damage coming from OD. The Rubik goes down, and definitely the Tidehunter is going to go down too. Like I said, this is definitely going to be a GG if they have no buybacks at all. They just can't do anything about this. The bottom barracks is going to go down very easily. Look at the Lycan. It's just ultra kill. GG from CMS. Basically, it's a GG. Well played, R2 Gaming. They just executed everything perfectly. 22 minutes game. Really well played.
Seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick. Prepare for battle. Seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Smart money. Certainly not.
Assassination at its finest.
I'll take your
This should make my life easier.
Double damage.
middle tower is under attack.
Many thanks. Radiant team back.
Dire team ban.
Lycan and Faceless Void.
Radiant team
So,
ban.
and Phoenix Juggernaut ban coming from R2. This is a normal, like I said, normal bans here, nothing extraordinary. But we can definitely see that they are definitely afraid of the Lycan. The Lycan was really definitely well played from R2 earlier. But I believe that CMS might have a plan here. Will they make the comeback, or will this be a victory for R2? We will find out. As of right now,
Dire team ban.
Weaver, definitely Weaver. Weaver ban coming from CMS. So that's already 3 carries banned from, and R2 just banning 2 offlaners and 1 carry, Bristleback, Phoenix, and Juggernaut. So first pick goes to CMS. We will see what they pick. If most probably they might go for an offlane pick, and R2 will go for an offlane and a support pick most probably. So that's what my prediction is. But which hero, I'm not entirely sure, as the first pick isn't done yet. So most probably we might expect some crazy plays here, since it's this is most probably the decision-making game.
Dire team ban.
First pick for CMS is the Ogre Magi. I love Ogre Magi. A beautiful support, very tanky, very versatile when it comes to slows and stuns, and basically nobody wants to fuck Ogre Magi. You get what I mean? It's not something that anyone wants to go through. If you just want to harass on Ogre, you just dream on. You get what I mean? But unless you have unless a few ranged heroes, then probably you can go against it. But it depends on the offlane from R2. So we'll see what they'll pick here.
Dire team ban.
All right, Clockwork pick, a beautiful offlane pick. It's one of the signature offlane picks due to the cogs, the ulti, being the hook shot, and the vision that he can bring with his third skill, the flares. Not forgetting the first skill where it gives a stun, a mini stun each second. So not really an offlane, not a hero that you want to see in your safe lane, if you get what I mean. So having a Clockwork is definitely a good pick on R2. So we'll see what, maybe they pick a support. Yep, and they pick the Jakiro. Once again, the Jakiro is a very, very good pick. It has the anti-pushing elements, it has the slow, it has the stun as well. And you could see from the previous game in R2, the freeze, the ice was just on point. Everything that the Jakiro was doing, especially when it comes to harassment as well. Oh, CMS picks the Sand King. This time they want to show who can do a better roaming of the Sand King. So will we get the answer that R2 wants from CMS? We'll find out. But like I said, good pick there. Most probably the Sand King and Ogre is definitely a good combo.
Radiant team ban.
All right, right now R2, they just don't want to go against any tanky heroes like Medusa or Bristleback. So CMS can definitely take this message, and they can probably analyze that R2 is planning something here, as they know that they can pick a carry that will not be able to face these 2 heroes. So, but will CMS be able to read it? We'll never know. We'll find out. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the KSRP Esports Club Dota 2 Tournament Season 2. CMS versus R2. R2 already leading 1-0 against CMS. And oh, okay, CMS banned the OD. So you can see from the previous game, the Lycan and the OD is definitely banned from CMS as they are afraid of R2's OD and Lycan from earlier. It was really devastating, but I think R2 has more in their hands. You know, they have more cards to play. So they banned the sniper. Most probably from CMS, they might just ban another core. Looking at the way they are banning their heroes, so far I do not see any support or any offlane bans. And you can see, there you go, another one, Shadow Fiend. So they don't want to go against the Shadow Fiend. Most probably might be what R2 plans was, because they were deciding on the mid, as you can tell from how they banned Medusa and the sniper.
10 seconds remaining.
Most probably CMS, my mistake, most probably R2 might just go for a carry pick right now, or they just might go for another support pick. It's really up to them, but usually the best way is they would rather pick a support so that they could see what CMS might go for their carry, so that at least R2 will have an idea and they can go against that to counter. But we will see. Maybe it could be the other way around for CMS as well.
Radiant team pick.
And there it is, Beastmaster. Now Beastmaster, one of the overlooked heroes. It gives the vision, it gives in lots of information. It has the first skill to nuke and everything. So all right, CMS reply to Beastmaster with Underlord. Underlord offlane is definitely the best against physical heroes. So they do, R2 do know that they might need to pick a ranged carry if they really want to go against Underlord, because Underlord is quite tanky and not really something that you want to go against a melee. I mean, not to go against with a melee hero. So we have to see what R2 has to reply with this Underlord pick. But Beastmaster is definitely a good pick here. You can definitely tell with the combination of Clockwork's Flare and the Beastmaster's Hawk, they can definitely tell where CMS is moving in the rotations. And Terrorblade, ooh, Terrorblade comes in for R2. All right, we can definitely see that. I should have seen it coming, because I was thinking it was either Terrorblade or Phantom Lancer. So yep, Terrorblade is the pick right here for R2. It complements the lineup that they have right now. So for CMS, they can most probably, you know, try to go something against it. So I know that they already have the Ogre, the Sand King, and the Lord. So most probably they could either go for a hero that can go against the illusions of the Terrorblade and the annoying skills from Clockwork if he's gonna offlane. So we'll see what CMS has to reply to this. But my expectations, my predictions, I'm not really sure. I think most probably oh, okay, Gyrocopter again. Okay, so it is definitely a good pick because Gyrocopter has his flick cannon to go against Terrorblade's illusion, and he has the first skill to stop Clockwork if he cocks him inside. So definitely Gyrocopter is a reasonable pick, and as you can tell from the previous game that Gyrocopter is doing pretty fine on CMS side. So a good pick from CMS to reply against the Terrorblade pick. I like it. I kind of dig it. I do feel like back in the Vietnam we like that. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry with the jokes there. But oh, okay, we can see that Mirana banned for R2. So they don't want the arrows and of course the ulti to catch them off guard, because the team fight strength, as you can tell, is very strong on CMS side. But you can see the pushing power on R2. It's amazing. So we will see what they pick. Okay, CMS bans Death Prophet, which is pretty understandable. They don't want to go against the silence. And could you imagine Death Prophet, Terrorblade, and Beastmaster with the Necromonicon? It's gonna be basically hell. Hell broke loose. It's just cancer. You know, like a bunch of heroes just pushing instantly, like how they got rid of the barracks in a few seconds in the first game. So CMS definitely needs to definitely made a good choice to ban the Death Prophet. So let's see what they might pick for mid hero. Most probably, I think that a decent mid hero. Let's see. Can't really tell much. I don't know. Maybe a Dragon Knight. A Dragon Knight would have been would be probably a good mid against this lineup that R2 has. I'm not sure. Oh, they go for a puck. Very slippery, slippery little bugger. It's basically impossible to catch the puck. You know, it's knowing how annoying it is, but it has the dream coil. It has the first skill, and it has the evasiveness to stop the clockwork from trying to do, basically trying to gank up on it. So we'll see what they can do with the puck pick here. Very interesting play from very interesting pick from CMS here. I'm not sure what they're planning, but I did not expect a puck, so we will see what they'll do with this. I mean, CMS do have enough disables: the missile from Gyrocopter, the Barrel Strike from Sand King, the stun from Ogre, and of course the second skill from Underlord to catch them, and the Dream Call from Puck. So they do have that to disable. Clockwork on, meanwhile on R2 side, they have the Cogs from Clockwork, they have the Jack Hero, they have they just need one more basically, but we'll see what they pick. And they pick the Viper. So earlier CMS had the Viper, but this time R2 is gonna play the Viper and show them how it's done. Most probably we'll see what happens, but I think that CMS lineup might be good for really strong team fights, but yet again R2 with the pushing potential, so it's either team fight or pushing. We'll see. It's just, oh, but that set, that Terrorblade though, I love that set. I always do admire that. I do admire sets. Okay, like come on, everyone has to admit that we always admire sets. We see players with sets, we just go ooh. But one thing that always factors is, can you play like how you look? So we'll find out. CMS versus R2 Gaming. R2 leading with 1-0. Will CMS make the comeback to be a 1-1 draw and proceed to the next game? We'll find out. But looking on my side, my predictions, I'm not sure. Probably CMS, probably R2. Ooh, it's really hard to say. So right now, they maybe CMS might need to go for the smoke plays, as the first game they lost the Rubik due to the smoke gank. So all right, I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe there's some trash talking going around, but I can definitely tell that they might just go for smoke play here. They just need to catch one hero. So if they can catch the Gyrocopter or the Ogre, that's already the advantage for them. As you can see, the taunt is coming in from the Clockwork. You just know that they mean serious business already. The pings and all, you can basically look at the minimap, they're just going nuts. All right, okay, the Beastmaster gets caught. So Gyrocopter, CMS basically has information that R2 is definitely waiting there, but I'm not sure if they really want to contest this or not. I think that they're just probably just gonna go through the back here and try to juke them out. But oh, yep, the smoke breaks. They know. So the ward comes in from the Jakiro just to make sure that, you know, their visit there is worthwhile. So meanwhile, top, basically everyone gets the fair share of runes, but obviously, oh, I hear a Barrel Strike. The Barrel Strike is definitely you see what I mean? Like, nobody can go against an Underlord. He has the armor, he has the base regen. Basically, he's a tanky hero overall, in general. So we're gonna see basically and denies. All right, so right now we will see what's going on in mid. So Puck against a Viper. I would say a Viper can definitely go against the Puck because of, like I said, the Venom. But Puck maybe can evade it, most probably with you know, the third skill and all that, but it depends on how she plays it. Like what you saw earlier. So she can probably do that just to evade most of the time. So let's check out the bottom lane. Gyrocopter. Yeah, he's doing pretty decent. Just need to make sure that the ogre needs to catch the beastmaster and basically harass him out of the lane so that he gets the peace of mind to farm. Underlord getting zoned out real bad, and Terrorblade just basically getting the farm that he needs. So the rotation, basically with the ogre just trying his best to zone out the beastmaster, but the beastmaster has his little pet to disturb him, but I don't think that's going to be a challenge for the ogre Magi. As you can see, the Clockwork is just trying his best to find an opening here so they can catch the Underlord and probably get the first blood. No rotations coming from CMS here to catch on the Viper, sadly. But I can understand why, because their lanes are pretty occupied, so the priority goes more on that. But you can see the Sand King might be able to catch the Viper with the Burst Strike, and he comes in, and the Puck will get the first blood. Real well played by CMS, but the Clockwork there to help with his first skill, but oh no, the Clockwork might just be able to kill. Yep, kill with the Battery Assault. It's pretty sad, but the cock plays there. The Jakiro might not be able to catch the puck. Like I said, the puck is very slippery. You cannot catch a puck unless you really shut him down with the right amount of disables. But really well played from CMS there, being able to catch the Viper with the Burst Strike. Meanwhile, at bottom, Gyrocopter and Beastmaster going just face to face. Like, you know, they just he's mad, like, no, you're not going to take my last hits, but the Beastmaster wants his EXP, so they're just basically fighting for all in for it. The Puck is so far winning the mid lane here. 8 last hits, 6 denies. Meanwhile, with the Viper just having 5 and 4. Oh, looks like there's some fishy stuff going on right now at the bottom lane, but I think it's most probably just information passing around. The Clockwork just knows that the ogre is there, but it's not fast enough to catch it, but it's all right. He has the wards and he knows that the courier is passing through. I don't think he can do anything about it, so it's all right. Meanwhile, the top lane doing pretty fine. Like I said, physical heroes and Underlord just don't go along. Underlord has the tankiness and everything. Okay, that seems to be a technical difficulty coming from R2 Gaming, but it is alright. Meanwhile, we can wait for him to come back. But let me get back to what I'm trying to say. So Underlord, as you can see, he has a trophy aura, and that basically increases his bonus damage. It basically gives him bonus damage each time he gets a last hit, and each time he gets the last hit, it also in the aura reduces Terrorblade's damage. So it basically gives him a really hard time to get the last hits, but I don't think that's pretty much an issue. As you can see, that the net worth coming from Terrorblade is the highest, so he's doing pretty well. But it's just neck to neck with the Gyrocopter, as the Gyrocopter is doing pretty decent as well. The Beastmaster is not doing much to disturb his farm, as the Ogre Magi is helping him out. So like I said, having Ogre Magi as the support is a really good pick against an offlaner, any offlaner, my opinion, because he's tanky. He can just stand there and go face to face and just fuck you up. But I apologize for my language there, but he can really just be an annoying bastard. So right now, meanwhile, the Sand King just trying to find the opening here. He's trying to catch the Viper again, because he knows that once he catches him, the Puck will be able to have enough damage with the Illusionary Orb and the winning Rift to kill. So looks like the Beastmaster is back, so they're going to continue the game, and we're back. Right now, CMS taking the lead. The Puck is definitely on it, just trying his best to get his chance, take his chances for it. Gyrocopter on the other hand, trying his best to run away from the gank coming in from Clockwork and Jakiro, but I don't think he's gonna survive this. Nope, he definitely goes down to the Beastmaster. Really good rotation coming from R2. The Clockwork and the Jakiro just came perfectly in time to stop him. Meanwhile at top, there's nothing much going on, but I can definitely see that the Terrorblade is doing pretty well. So they just need to keep this up to shut down the Gyrocopter if they really want the Terrorblade to win at basically overall in the late game. Okay, so now I can see that that was, I missed that, but basically the Clockwork and the Jakiro just tried to go on the Sand King, but the Sand King managed to run away with the Burrow Strike. So meanwhile the Puck trying to get his chances here is super low, but the Jakiro with the Invi Rune, he might just be able to catch the Puck, but the Viper is really low, but he's just solving himself up so he gets the chance to make that gank possible from Jakiro. But the Sand King is there though, so it's a little bit difficult for him to get the chance to gank, but it is alright. As you can see right now, the team net worth goes to R2 Black's favor, as the Terrorblade Beastmaster is basically doing pretty decent. With the wards there, they just know basically the Viper knows where that Sand King is coming from. So information is really viable in a game, but with the haste rune coming from the Puck, might be able to catch. No, actually no, she won't catch it because the TP will just come in for the Jakiro. So Jakiro will be able to run away from that. Meanwhile, the shrine is used from the Ogre and the rotations coming from Sand King to kill the Beastmaster, but the slow coming from the bear is just sorry, not the bear, it's not a bear, it's a boar. So the slow coming in from the boar is preventing the Ogre Magi to catch Beastmaster, but it is alright. As you can see, there's another technical difficulty coming in from CMS's side, so we have to wait for him to come back, and he's back. That was real quick. Alright, that was the quickest ad break anyone can ever have. So as you can see right now, like I said, the Beastmaster with the Hawk giving the vision information for R2 to know the rotation. So now they know that the Sand King is down, so the Viper can be a little bit more aggressive now towards the Puck, but we will see how it goes. Problem with the keyboard. So that's pretty upsetting, because can you just imagine a game with a keyboard problem? It's pretty upsetting, to be honest. Meanwhile, we just take a break. Pretty much items are self-explanatory at this moment. Not much going on in the 6 minutes, but R2 having the lead in terms of kills and net worth. But I would say that CMS was doing pretty well. They just need to keep the momentum and snowball towards the late game. That's really that's just pretty sad, but looks like the way, I think his A button is working already, since you can see that it's attacking pretty well. So right now, in terms of last hits and denies, back in mid, the Viper is now having the higher last hits and denies, but maybe it could be just because of the Puck's keyboard problem earlier, but it's really hard to say, as it was just temporary in a short while, but we'll see. The Clockwork is there just trying to get the chance to smoke and get the gank possible, because Jakiro is there as well, but Sand King is there to counter it just in case. Underlord, however, is getting zoned out pretty much. He's level 4, so it's really sad to see that the Terrorblade is definitely doing so much better. He's already level 7 and is doing damage to the tower. There's nothing much that the Underlord can do, so they need the help from Jakiro, from Ogre Magi and the Sand King. And there it is, the combo wombo. Puck with the stun and the Burrow Strike from Sand King and the nuke damage from Puck will be able to take down the Terrorblade, and that's what CMS needs. So now is back to balance. The Terrorblade goes down really well. Rotation, that exactly what I said. They just needed the Underlord, just needed the rotation so that he could at least get his levels and get back, you know, get the snowball up and running, get the momentum of things basically.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's
Right now we can definitely see that Terrorblade is just gonna give it revenge, but there's nothing much he can do. The Jakiro is there to help, but there's only so little that he can do. Slows the ogre and just gives him all the skills required, the liquid fire, the dual breath, and the ice path, but not doing much, sadly. Meanwhile, oh, Gyro knows what's going on. He casts his ulti, but it's not going to do much. The cogs from the clockwork is trying to keep him in, but the tower is just giving so much damage to him. Can he be able to juke them and get a double kill? Oh no, sadly, but really close play there. Oh, but the tower still gets the kill on the Beastmaster. Really close play there from the Gyrocopter and the Beastmaster. Meanwhile, at mid, nothing much can be done. The Viper does get an infused raindrop. I mean, it's pretty understandable because handling the magical nukes. What did I just say? Magical nuke? I would say sorry, the nuke coming from Puck with his illusionary orb, and of course the waning rift. So can definitely tell that this is something that Viper is pretty smart for him to do this so that he can face against the Puck's damage. Oh, meanwhile, at bottom, Gyrocopter is in trouble. The Sand King is also in trouble. The Underlord comes in to help. This one needs to catch the Clockwork so close. Really, just last minute. The last minute help there, but oh, the Puck catches the Puck catches the Viper. Really, I didn't. How could I not? How could I miss that? But the Sand King catches Clockwork, but at the same time, while all this is going on, the Terrorblade obviously gets the rat and he gets to push the top tower. As he's the highest net worth right now, there's nothing much they can do against it. But I would say having 2 kills for the trade-off kind of balances things up, but Gyrocopter needs to catch up for sure. He has a lot to do in order to catch up against Terrorblade's net worth. Right now, R2 Gaming leading with the team net worth and XP earned as well. Not much that TMS can do here except keep farming, playing safe, and get the rotations up and running. They need to be aggressive a little bit here. Okay, the Dream Call comes in from the Puck. They want to catch on the Viper, but the Clockwork is there with a haste rune, and there's nothing much you can do. The Puck will just put a silence there just to slow things down a little bit, but the Cogs will be able to stop him a little bit, and he will definitely go down. Really well played there, beautiful rotation. And as you can see that the Ogre will definitely go down with all that slow damage coming in from the Viper and the Ogre. Clockwork goes down as well. Oh no, this is pretty sad, but there's a beautiful rotation coming in from Clockwork. It's just that CMS managed to get it back, but I would say it's not worth it for the fact that the Puck is down and the Clockwork, they only got the kill on the Clockwork in exchange. So I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. My mouse is not working, so trying to fix that at the moment, but we'll fix this as soon as possible. Oh, the Puck just going super aggressive on the Beastmaster, but she just doesn't realize that oh no, the combo from R2, she just didn't realize that the Clockwork and the Jakiro is there. So it's pretty sad, but the combo goes really well on the R2. Well played to R2 Gaming. Terrorblade is still just getting his farm and just doing what he's doing as a carry. Just trying his best to get. They're just giving him all the space with all the ganks.
Tower is under attack.
There's only so much yet so little that CMS can do about this. Yeah, they need to do something about the Viper pushing mid, but the Gyrocopter is just gonna probably contest it a little, take a few of the farms since there's nobody there. But there it is, the Clockwork and the Jakiro smoked up. They just want to catch from the Gyrocopter. They put a ward there just to know, and there it is. They're gonna catch the Gyrocopter, and that's a very easy kill right there. They just need to at least have, like for CMS, they need to just have the wards up at the bottom jungle so that they know that there's something going on here. At least the Gyrocopter could have avoided that rotation, but now 5 of them are just going to push mid. They're just sticking to the objectives right now. R2 Gaming has the higher advantage in terms of the pushing capabilities and their objectives. As you can see, even in the previous game, they just stick to the most important thing. To get the kill, they stick to the objectives and push. Now Underlord just doing the damage required to slow them down. The puck needs to just catch them off guard, and they can probably definitely get the kill here. Tanking just trying to avoid any troubles right now, any pickoffs. If he just needs to burst strike, so close. He tries to catch the Terrorblade, but the Terrorblade will be able to run away easily. Look at the damage coming from the Terrorblade. It's really painful. Just one hit is just, and it's just like that's like quarter of his life just goes down. Story of my life, you know. So right now, oh, the Clockwork.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
As you can see, the wards coming from Karimi Senpai, or aka CMS, is just towards the middle here, as you can see. So it just gives them vision around this area. But meanwhile, R2 they have the wards to basically spot CMS, like what their plans are to rotate and whatnot. So they have full information. And don't forget, they have the flares coming, the flares from Clockwork and also the Hawk from the Beastmaster. So they really have the upper advantage in terms of the information. So right now, like I said, the Beastmaster now has the Necronomicon, like I said. So they're just focusing on pushing right now. There's only so much that CMS can do, but they just have to catch the oh no. I think they should personally catch the Clockwork. Puck is just trying to catch the Clockwork, but the Clockwork runs away, so there's nothing much they can do about it. The rotation is a bit too late. They could have catched at least one person to make that trade-off worthwhile, but it's alright. They have another chance most probably. But right now, all tier 1 tower is gone from CMS side, so it makes R2 having the higher advantage in terms of the team net worth and the XP current. Oh, right now, oof, that was real quick. I didn't even get the time to check what would happen, but I could definitely tell that Terrorblade killed the Gyrocopter easily. So right now, CMS coming to the rescue, Underlord and Sand King. There's only so much they can do. They're trying to at least get the kill off on the Terrorblade, but the damage is too much. There's nothing much they can do. The Sunder comes in, and that's it. 3 of them are gone. They just have the Puck and the Underlord to at least defend the top tower. Are they going to go for the tier 3? I'm not sure, but they might be able to try. But with Underlord's first skill there, I don't think they want to challenge it. So I think they're just going to be happy with the tier 2 pick and just stick to farming, most probably. Beastmaster having the Necronomicon level 2, you can see how much he's prioritizing and just his job to push and just walk out. So they really have the upper hand, and I think it's the level 3 is already on the way. You can see that how well R2 is playing this. They just have the high upper hand. It's already he's the second, basically he's basically the second in net worth, and it just shows how bad CMS is doing right now. The only thing that the Puck has is the basically it's the Veil of Discord and the Blink Dagger, of course. Not being able to do much with that, but at least there's some damage. You know, the Underlord not being able to do much as well. As you can see, he's just trying to finish out the Rod of Athos. So at least at least they have a slight bit of more disables, but there's only so little that a Rod of Athos can do with the lineup from R2 Gaming. So right now, here it is, the gang, R2 gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Right now, you can see Beastmaster having all his little gangsters, you know, just like trying to push up. They cannot just let it go off for free, but they do. This is just a disaster right now for TMS, but TMS is trying his best to hold off. They have the division of the puck. They can try to go for it if the hook is successful from Clockwork. As you can see, he's trying his best to find trying to find the space. They know that it's not worth it, so eventually they make a wise choice to go back. Oh, the scan coming from CMS just to know where the position from R2 Black, but that's not going to do much, as they are it's pretty obvious right now that R2 Gaming wants mid, so they're all pretty much ready. The Clockwork just needs to get the hook shot and the combo will be executed. We'll see what CMS has to do about this. I have a feeling something is going to go down here. They kill off the Hawk, but at least now they know that R2 Gaming has full vision on them. Puck jumps in with the ulti Dream Coil, but this is going to catch us up, and obviously, oh, the damage from Terrorblade is just going to oh my god. They just melted from that. It was just so quick. Jakiro's ulti and everything just, oh my god, it was just disaster. Gyrocopter can only do so much, but his ulti is on cooldown. He tried to do everything he can to stop off the pushing power from R2 Gaming, but R2 Gaming is just too strong right now. The ice path and everything. Underlord with the second skill and the missile. There's nothing much he can do. They need the puck, because the puck has the most damage right now in their team besides the Gyrocopter. But R2 Gaming is just going to take the tier 2 and just leave. They stick to the objectives. They might go for Roshan here. They have 14k gold net worth basically, so right now the game is definitely on R2's favor. It's pretty upsetting to see that only the Gyrocopter can only get his Sanjay Yasha now after 21 minutes. But meanwhile, looking at Terrorblade with the highest net worth, he has Hyoscati, and he also has the Dragonlance. This is just a disaster for CMS to go through this. Oh my god. Gyrocopter really just needs to find a way to, I think mostly on CMS's side, if they really want to find a way to counter this, like I said again, they just need to execute their team fights correctly, because the pickoffs, like the moment the Clockwork catches one of them, from there it's just really hard for them to execute their plans to do the combo, you know, because I know that they want to do basically the Dream Coil, the second skill from Underlord, and the Gyro ulti together, but and of course following up the Bar Strike and the ulti coming in from tanking, but they can't do it when if the Clockwork and the Jakiro stops them from doing so. And the vision coming in from the Beastmaster and the Clockwork also is gonna give them a hard time. So like I said, you're gonna get the Roshan. once they get the Roshan, they're just gonna go full on mid. Like, they're just gonna go march in and just go like, yeah, there's nothing they can do about it. Really, nothing they can do about it at all. It's a bit too late for that illusionary op to come in from Puck, but now at least CMS has the information that R2 have the Aegis. Aegis will be taken by the Terrorblade, so gonna be a real fight. This is, I think, the final fight, the final countdown, basically. Smoke comes in from R2, but I think it's not necessary as they're just gonna probably dump in. The Puck tries to run away from that. Oh, real close there. The Underlord just trying to stall them with his skill, but that it's not going to do much. It's just going to basically, nothing's going to stop basically the Terrorblade from hitting the towers. The Barrow Strike on the illusions, I'm not sure why that's necessary. There he is, the Hawk, but thankfully the Puck managed to catch it. Oh, the silence coming in, and the ulti coming from Gyrocopter. Okay, and Terrorblade goes down. The Clockwork comes in. Sanking uses his ulti, but not being able to catch the Jakiro. But oh no, the Beastmaster and everyone's just doing too much damage on the Underlord and the Sanking. They both go down, and the Jakiro goes down from Sanking, but that's not going to stop Terrorblade from going in. The Puck is just trying to buy time and be annoying as always, but it's not going to do much as they are still going to go for the barracks. There's only so much that the Gyrocopter can do. He's trying to just stop the Viper with the missile, but what can they do? So from there, R2 Gaming is just gonna use that advantage and just go back. They might go for the shrine and just, you know, get rid of the shrine, take their jungle, their ancients. Probably they get that double damage rune as well over here. We'll see what they have in plan. So like I said, right now they're just taking the bottom shrine. Just really want to have the full map control right now. TMS, I mean, it's good for them to stick together right now, but they just noticed that the Terrorblade is just right pushing bot. So all of them are TPing in bottom right, and they just want to fight back against that rat. But I feel like they're just basically trying to distract CMS from executing their plans to pick off at least one hero from R2's lineup. But oh, this is just heartbreaking to see. Now they're gonna smoke. R2 definitely is gonna smoke here and try to get a pick off most probably, but hello, testing. Okay, sorry, technical difficulties there, but now we're back. So yeah, SLs get the bang to it now. Right now, all 5 of R2 at the bottom, ready to push. They're just ready to fight this right now. They just want to end it once and for all. So right now, the most that they can do right now is just get the execution right. Like I said, the Clockwork is really doing a good job to distract them, but we'll see how they do it. Oh, double hero ice path. It's nothing they can do about that at the moment. But it was a good attempt from Jakiro. Missile hits on the Viper, but they're not going to do much about it. It's not going to connect. Underlord just trying to buy time. Oh, the Viper ulti comes in and Underlord's just gonna TP ulti back, but I'm not sure if he will survive by then. The Cogs and the ulti coming in from Sand King and the Beastmaster. The Gyro hit the ulti as well, trying to just give up so much damage to fight back against the powerful force coming from R2, but they're just gonna die. There's too much damage coming in from the Terrorblade. They cannot survive this. The Puck might be able to survive this, but the Beastmaster is not giving any chance. Meanwhile, the fight is going on. Oh no, this. Meanwhile, the Terrorblade is just showing no mercy on the back. He just needs to take all of everything. But Puck gets the kill though. Wow. He gets the kill upon footwork. Really well played, but there's nothing much the Puck can do now. If he gets caught up, yep, it's pretty obvious. They know that the Puck is there, but they're just going to ignore it and concentrate more on the objective, which is the barracks and get mega creeps. The Sand King is just trying to buy time, but there's only so much he can do. The microing from, I have to say, the microing from Beastmaster, being able to stun and everything is just on point.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
There's some technical difficulties right now happening on my end of the screen. I might have to restart, but it's alright. I'm just gonna... Yep. Having the kill. Master. And right now the Puck will definitely go down to the Viper. Having the double damage rune, the Viper has a lot of damage. It's gonna go full on frontline attack upon CMS's top barracks and get the mega creeps. The Gyrocopter, the only person, basically the only heroes that will be able to stop this is the Gyrocopter and the Underlord. But what can they do? They're just watching. All they can do is just watch the damage being happening right now. The mega creeps will definitely go on R2 Gaming, and this might be the end for CMS. And there is the Barrow Strike. The Gyrocopter casting in the ulti, but there's nothing much he can do. He has no damage, and the damage coming in from Viper is just too much. This might be just GG. Bot buys back. There's nothing much they can do about this. The most the Underlord can do is just probably just put his second skill in by time, but yep, it's GG. CMS calls in for a GG. R2 wins 2-0. Well played by R2 Gaming. They just really stick to the objectives and the team fights, but very well played, very well played.